Hey everybody, and welcome back. We are with the awesome WBOB crew, the Car Grumps and Mr. Franchise Pharaoh. So this is Primo, and we're here at, what is it? Oh, you got to turn your mic on. Nobody can hear you.
That's okay. They can now. We're at the Lil Rhody Storage Car Show, 100 Pulaski Street, West Warwick, Rhode Island.
Are you cheating?
Yeah.
You're cheating.
Fundraiser to benefit Operation Stand Down, Rhode Island. Come on down. Great showing already. It's hot dogs. We got Alan Gibberti manning the hot dog stand.
Yeah, he's actually doing. Can you believe he's doing hot dogs? And they taste good too.
I'm gonna have to get one of those.
So yeah,
I gotta get rid of the white shirt though, because it's
exactly. So yeah, so what? I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on today. How many cars do you think we got?
Probably a good 30-40 right now.
Yeah, they'll be giving out trophies later today.
Yep.
I love it. It's a very muscle car feel. We do have some Porsches and we do have some older like tuner cars and stuff that's over here. But I like it. Now these guys.
I like this Camaro.
I know that's the color.
I know that's
on
in the back shot here.
It's perfect. Now this is like a storage. But do they store cars here and stuff too?
Yeah, there's actually right from where I'm sitting. I see when somebody's got a bike stored.
I thought this was like a basic storage place.
No, you got a little bit of everything here.
Wow. Okay.
So I mean, you know, if you got too many toys and no place to put them for the winter.
Well, that's the thing is a lot of people right now are looking for places to store their cars, so they need something to, put the cars in. And I think that's something we brought up during one of our other shows that, you guys need. It's coming. Winter's coming, and you're going to need stuff to put it in. So, but I've heard they have a charity of focus today, right?
That they do.
And we need, I don't know much about this charity, so I think I'm going to get some backup here.
You should bring in a specialist.
So we have Sherry. Come on in. We got a seat for you here. Perfect. Now, if you can introduce yourself to the folks and kind of let us know about what your charity is all about, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. My name's Sherry Elderkin, and I am the case manager for our Holly Charette House, which is our transitional female housing unit.
Okay.
Operation Stand Down was founded in 1993 for veterans by veterans.
Nice.
We are the leading nonprofit in the state of Rhode Island to help homeless and low-income veterans. Mm-hmm. Currently, we own 7 different housing units where we're able to put our veterans to stay either in our transitional housing, which they could stay up to 2 years, mm-hmm. or in our permanent housing, where they can remain until they pass away or their means improve and they can get out on their own. Yeah. Operation Stand Down is dedicated to helping our veteran population, mm-hmm. and we have been doing so since 1993. We started off with a small outreach event that took place at Diamond Hill State Park, and it grew. We realized that with doing this event, the event bussed in all of the veterans from around the state of Rhode Island, mm-hmm. where we were able to help them with all sorts of supportive services. Yeah. We currently, our Stand Down weekend is the 3rd weekend of every September. We just actually got off of our outreach event. We were able to help over 200 clients. I don't have the exact numbers today because I did not stay till the end yesterday to get the count. But
so this is like a Rhode Island thing only, or do you have Massachusetts or Vermont, that kind of thing?
So we are able to help Massachusetts and some Connecticut.
Okay.
But we are based in Rhode Island only. We are a nonprofit in Rhode Island. Now, stand downs do take place throughout the country.
Okay.
But they are usually run by the VA themselves.
Okay.
Sometimes they are done by private organizations, but most of them are through a VA. Mm-hmm. The nice thing about our Stand Down weekend is we actually have a working court system, which is actually very unique in itself. And when I say a working court system, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like, we have the traffic tribunal there. We actually set up a full court system where we're able to help the veterans if they have traffic fines, things like that are preventing them from maybe getting their license back, stuff like that.
Okay.
We're able to help them during the weekend. Mm-hmm. Small issues that might need to be cleared up in the court systems are able to be done there. Mm-hmm. So it's really nice to be able to see that in effect, which isn't offered out other places. We also have our full dental clinic, and they literally come in, they set up for the 2 days, and they actually are on site doing dental cleanings, doing exams. If they need follow-up care, they do the follow-up care later on. So that's our outreach event. But we are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, to help service all the veterans throughout the state. And we're able to offer employment and training services, as well as housing assistance, utility assistance. So we have a food pantry right on site, which we're always looking for donations for. We offer out, we're always looking for gift cards for the food pantry so that we can offer out meats, because it's dry goods only. So with the gift cards offset it, so we're able to offer them a gift card so they can pick up their own meats. Things like that. We offer them all hygiene items, whatever you could think of that they might need. We're able to provide in some way or form, and if we can't provide it, we work with all sorts of organizations outside that we're able to reach out and say, hey, could you help us out with this? So it's really nice to see the whole thing come into play.
It was a lot of stuff.
It was a mouthful, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk
that
forever.
was great. Like, you just rolled that off. Like usually I get to people and I have to ask like 50 questions. It was like you had the whole laundry list going on. Like, just we're good. This thing is, I'm like, tough to even ask a question now, because I'm like, well, that was everything. But now, if somebody wanted to send somebody to you, where would they go to find you? Is there like a website, or is there like an email or something like that? Or
Yep. So we do have a website. It's osdri.org.
Okay.
Our website basically tells you how to get in touch with all of the staff members. We have a full legal team at Operation Stand Down. So if there are any legal issues that our veterans are facing, we're able to help them with that. We're able to file claims for them. For like disabilities, for their veteran disabilities, and also for Social Security disability. We're able to have those services. There's a link right on our website for a form for them to fill out, and we'll contact them to give them the assistance. There's also emails on there.
Just a quick question too, because you were saying some of the legal services and some of the stuff that we've run into in the past. Obviously, we're car guys, so the one thing that we like getting done is getting pulled over. So do you end up having people that come in and let's say that they've gone through the court system and the court system knows to refer to you, or does it kind of like they have to know about you beforehand?
So the way the courts are set up now, they are taking into account the fact that veterans come with their own little group of issues.
Got it.
So they do have what's referred to as the Veterans Court. So a veteran can ask to be referred over to the Veterans Court. And then the Veterans Court obviously will review the case. If it's a case that's suitable for the court, then there may be parameters. Like maybe it was they need to get substance abuse treatment, or whatever they would mandate what the treatment needed to be, and they would have to follow through. And then it gives our veterans that may have been struggling with PTSD, that may have maybe had an issue and kind of derailed a little on us, and maybe got pulled over, they were speeding, or whatever the case might be. So it gives us the chance to kind of help them with that. Another issue you find is a lot of times our veterans that were homeless will have trespassing. Trespassing fines and things like that they're not able to pay for, because obviously they're homeless. They're trespassing because they need a place to sleep. So with that being said, we're able to help with those things too. So there is a way for them to get referred. If they have legal issues and reach out to Operation Stand Down, the legal team there will actually direct them on how to go about the whole process. Again, I am not an attorney. I am not speaking for them.
No, neither. None of us are.
I'm just trying to give
We do not give legal advice here. We can get you in trouble, but we can't get you out of it. We got guys for that. So.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be able to help you. My middle name's Trouble, so we're good.
Exactly.
Kidding.
So but that's the thing is I think that this is the thing that I like about what we're seeing recently too is that this veteran thing is really kind of kicking up a notch, and I think we see more and more support systems out for veterans that I think, especially when I was growing up, my father was a veteran. He was from the Vietnam War. He actually volunteered for it, and when he came back, he really didn't have anything. The only thing that really helped him was the church system that he went to, and they were a great support structure for him. But nowadays, like I said, these programs are getting a lot better, and we're getting to the point of where, you know, people are talking about, you know, you have PTSD or traumatic injuries of some sort, and those systems are coming into play to help people to get over stuff, and not just say, you know, here's an aspirin and everything's okay. You know what I mean? So it's great to have it.
And the biggest thing is, you know, I need to let the veterans know you need to advocate for yourself. You know, it's not okay, I'll take your pill and that's fine and walk away.
Right.
You need to actually voice your opinions. If something's not working for you, you need to tell the VA.
Right.
The VA system is kind of hard to maneuver. I will admit that. It's gotten better over the years. They've added things into play to make it a little easier for our vets to maneuver the system. However, sometimes you will fall through the cracks.
Right.
And that's why I say to you, don't just say, oh, okay, and walk away.
Right.
If you have a pressing issue, push the issue. Ask. And honestly, if you're having a really hard time, there are advocates out there to help you maneuver that system.
Yeah.
So please tap into them.
What kind of advocates would they get to? In other words, where would you? I wouldn't even know where to get an advocate. Like, I have an advocate for, you know, my kid at school, but like it's only because I've even know where to go. You know what I mean? So
the VA itself does have patient advocates on site. If the person doesn't want to go through the VA itself, sometimes Operation Stand Down is able to help navigate that system for them, depending on what the issue is. I know for my clients, when they struggle with the VA system, I help them maneuver it. I kind of figure out where they need to go next, and you know, give them a guide to how to manage what they need to manage.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Do you now? Right now, you're supporting this show, so the Lil Rhody show. Do you have any shows that are going to be coming up that you're going to be a part of, or is there anything planned in the future? Or I know it's getting into winter, so a lot of people are packing it up. So
I do know that. I don't know of any other car shows that I'm doing this year, I'll be honest. But I do know for a fact that we have a masquerade ball that Rise is putting on for us.
We're good at wearing masks because look at this. Yeah.
Which is on our website. All of our events are listed on our website.
Good.
The one that I do know, obviously, that one is in November. I believe, don't quote me, I believe the date is November 7th.
Got it.
So that should be a really nice event. Looking forward to it, you know, kind of something different, and we can all hide who we are.
Yeah. Perfect. So, yeah, well, thank you for coming on. It was great to have you, and we're hoping to see you again. I mean, like you said, if we don't see you this year, then we'll have something for next year, hopefully, and you can let us know what kind of car shows, and we'll come out and we can do another interview and see how things are going. How's that?
Sounds great. Thank you guys for having me. We appreciate it.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much. Well, it looks like we're having another great time for a great cause.
No, I love
this
kind of
what
stuff.
we do
We're
around
gonna
here,
keep doing these. These are the events that we they kind of live for, if you will.
Yeah. Plus, we caught a beautiful day here today. Some beautiful cars. You know, I mean, there's a nice Challenger rolled in behind us while we were talking there.
Right.
So I'm excited. There's a lot of good stuff here.
What don't we have another one? This one. Okay, so we just did the Wheels of Time show yesterday, which, by the way, even in the drizzling rain, was chocked full of cars.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's always
I have a video that's going to be coming up later for it, so
yeah, watch out for that. Check his channel.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna
smash that subscribe.
But that's the thing is they're going to be doing their last show is going to be at the end of the month, I think, and it's their last meet. We've been plagued this year with rain. It's just everything's been canceled, but this has actually been going on and going pretty good. Yeah. So do you think they have any more stuff that's going on here? Or do you think?
I think they got one more. Maybe I want to say. Don't quote me on it. I mean, you can definitely check out LilRhodystorage.com. That's LIL.
That's right.
RhodyStorage.com.
And what's the address here?
100 Pulaski
Street.
West Warwick, Rhode Island.
West Warwick, Rhode Island. Got it.
Yep.
And that's who's it? Rich George?
I think so.
The DJ?
Yes.
Which, by the way, he does spend some good He's got the coolest little tent thing over here.
He's got a good setup over there.
And he's had it for like 100 years. Yeah. I think he tried to sell it one time, and like, I think it was. I mean, the thing is worth like gold. So, but do you have a famous oldie song?
I don't know. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that challenged me to write down my top 25 songs of all time that like
That would be tough.
it's
for me.
tough. It's tough.
Right.
And
What
it's
was-
like you
What
know,
was the song that we like? Was it Mustang Sally? But no, Mustang Sally. It was the other one. What's the one the guy redid? We have it on the show all the time. Car Grumps. 990WBOB.com. You guys should
Check
be
out the
tuning in
past
every
cast.
other Tuesday. Mustang Sally. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what I said before?
Yes, that is what you
Oh,
said.
it's- Yeah. Okay. So good.
Now I know you're losing.
But I don't
your
know
mind.
who did it. I can't remember who
I don't
made
remember.
it. I don't know. Is there more than one Mustang song?
I mean, there are, but that's the classic.
Yeah. So do they have spaces here for more cars if we need
I believe so. I mean,
They
we'll
look
get.
like they're doing pretty good. I love the storage area. We got to come in here at some point and actually feature
the
this
inside,
whole
I think
area
so.
and just
Yeah.
kind of go around it
Yeah.
and see what they have available for
I agree.
it.
Especially if they do get a couple nice cars parked in there, and you know, right up our
So
our
what'd
alley
you
here.
bring out today?
Huh? The Cadillac.
The Cadillac?
Yeah.
What's the details in this car now?
ATS 2.0, all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive.
Yep.
Got it.
I just followed. I mean, of course, I did the speed limit
Yeah.
all the way here from about 2 hours away in New Hampshire. Nice little drive on a Sunday.
Yep.
Not a lot of traffic, so I was able to, maintain the speed limit.
Right.
Of course, because I don't go over the speed limit.
Yeah, no, we don't go over the speed
No,
limit.
Not around here. Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was actually a nice little drive, to drive that far and just enjoy the road, and then come to
Right.
a car show to see all these beautiful cars and to talk
Well,
to
I'm
these
just
beautiful people.
anything with a clear sky. Like
Yeah.
I look up at this point and see the actual blue, and
That's
I'm like, we're
perfect.
not in the age of Ragnarok yet.
Right.
So it's you got a couple of clouds, then they'll come in and they'll do that thing with the sun. They'll block it out.
Takes just enough sun away
right
to make it not hot and be able to sit here in a hoodie, and it's a nice, beautiful day. So, and I'm expecting a bunch more cars, man.
Right.
I mean, we got everything from 51 Studebaker back there. It's a beautiful, clean El Camino over there.
Yeah.
I love Elcos.
Well, did you hear about the new 2022 GTR?
I did not. Tell me.
Yeah, they unveiled it a little while ago.
Yeah.
I got to see the unveiling.
Okay.
They did it live on YouTube. That's the thing is I see more of these companies that are like, I don't care what you do. If you turn a wrench, if you have a storage place, a lot of these places you want to not be friendly, and I know that you want to keep the clientele secretive, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing is a lot of us, when we come to our media side, we can respect that. But that's the thing is Nissan has a lot of pull. So when they do
Of
a
course.
video and they put it up,
Yeah.
it's going to get out to more people than say anything else.
Yeah.
But even then, I see the viewing numbers as low, and I think it's because they don't use places like WBOB or Car Grumps or all this other stuff that we have the ability to go out and we have an audience that is focused solely on this kind of car scene and what they have out there.
I think
And
it might
they're not
be-
using those resources.
I think the lower numbers might just be. I mean, if you're a GTR guy,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You know it's out. You know it's coming out. You know everything about it before it's even out.
Yeah.
So it might be slow to warm to maybe those people that aren't.
Well,
that far.
Lamborghinis, for
Lamborghini
instance.
did the same
See,
thing.
Lamborghinis, they had a huge turnout for
Yep.
their stuff. And I think the reason that they have the huge turnout that they do, not only do they announce it the way they do, which is great to be able to share it, and obviously the Lamborghini, I mean, it's Lamborghini, so it is what it is. But the other thing is they constantly put stuff out.
Yeah, a lot of teasers leading up to that Countach release, and then
Right.
obviously they had it at Concourse.
Yeah. Yeah, the Corsa model.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with the kid?
No.
The Volkswagen Bug. That
That's
was
a
nice.
nice bug.
It's got the full back top. But they did the one with the father and the son.
Oh, yep.
They built a Lambo in their basement or
Yep.
something, and then they brought the vehicle out, and Lamborghini liked it so much because it was like a father-son thing that they actually got a car, brought it to them, and actually gave them a car. And instead of just letting news media take care of that, they went in and did all the filming themselves and put it on their channel. Now, obviously, again, they have an audience that looks
Large,
for their
very large
stuff,
audience, yeah.
and that went viral. There was
Even if
no,
you're not a car guy, I mean, you probably still had a Countach if you're our
Right.
age, a Countach on the wall or something.
Yep.
Another thing I think the new one's missing is that big wing. Needs a big wing.
everybody seems to say that there was I like the idea of the phone dials. So the old traditional phone dial style setup,
Yep.
and I think with the big wing and a little bit more angular, like the side vent, which is that Venturi thing,
Yep.
was just, I almost want to say it was too big.
It was kind of large.
I
yeah.
know what
I do like the nose redesign.
Right.
You know, that definitely gives that. That's to me. That's really the only thing that gives it that Countach feel.
Right.
I mean, besides the big vents on the side, they were kind of. If you look back at the old ones, we probably said then.
Right.
Vents are too big on the side.
Yeah.
But now. I think it's more norm.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I know where they were going. I think they went too small on some things and too big on other things. And then I see the argument of saying this is not the car that you put on your wall.
True.
But the funny thing is that it ended up being a car that people put on their wall.
Yeah.
Just because it has the name. And I think that's kind of, we're going into an age where because, I mean, the new Countach is a hybrid.
Yep.
I get where they're trying to say, well, this is the new age, if you will. But that's the thing is it's not a new age.
No,
it is kind of an old age reinvented, if you will.
Yep.
So I can see people not getting into that. But it's still an exciting, per se, car.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, this retro thing is kind of bugging me.
It's not as bat crap crazy as the original Countach.
Right.
I mean, it's like a safe Countach.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is people keep doing these retro cars like the Supra.
Yep.
So you have the Supra, you have the AE86, you have cars that wear these names, and I go, if you put the old 86 86 versus the current, it's basically sign FRS Subaru BRZ,
Yep.
you're not seeing the connection there.
No,
And
it doesn't give you that warm, nostalgic fuzzy like it should.
Right. So,
and I think something even just as simple, I keep harping back on this, but even something just as simple if they did do like an active arrow on the back of it,
right.
so it did pop up into this crazy wing and then disappeared when it's parked. Now you get the best of both worlds.
Right.
A lot of people are split on the old Countach on whether they liked that wing without it, because that wasn't an option from the factory.
Right.
Then they had to smuggle those in from China or something, and then like dealers were bolting them on and selling them.
If you've ever driven the car, which there's a lot of people I know that haven't.
Yeah, I have not. I hear not to. You don't want to meet your heroes.
It is a raw car.
Yeah.
It is hard to drive. You have to actively drive it.
Yep.
You can't just drive it and throw it out a window. You have to pay attention to it.
Yep.
So you have to do all the stuff with this car that's really unforgiving. It starts to shake at certain speeds.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I said, it's one of those weird cars.
Oh, yeah.
Cars today are not made like those cars.
No.
If you even compare it, I don't think it's even comparable to the Diablo, because if you've ever driven a Gallardo or a Huracan or something like that, you have a car that says, hey, drive me whatever one. I have ABS, ECS, I have traction control, I have all these different
things. The Diablo
things.
Literally would try to kill you.
Oh, it would. It would definitely not care.
It would just slip out, and nobody didn't care, wanted to kill you.
Right.
And then there's only a few, I think, that really give that driving experience with the current, like Murcielagos and Huracans and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're super rare.
Right.
I think Ed from VinWiki.
Yeah.
Ed Bolin.
Okay.
He's got a Murcielago gated shifter, but I guess there was only like 30 that made it into the country. And
no, there's a good deal for the Murcielago. We had a great deal of them. For the gated, when it came to the 670 SV, so the limited edition, there was only two.
Oh, okay.
So, and one had the big wing and one had the small wing. Roy Katz, I think, ended up getting one of them.
Oh,
so
right.
it was and they weren't like, because I was working with them at the time, and if you looked at the list, it wasn't on the list.
Okay.
So when somebody would come in and say, this is what I want, they tell you, say, we don't have that. But if they wanted to fight for it, obviously there's this other transmission.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody wanted it. So then when people found out, hey, these other guys have it and you don't, but they had already done it. It was only 450 cars they made out of that, which this new Countach, I think, was 112 or 113.
And it was sold before they even announced it.
Oh, yeah. That's the beauty. See, that's the thing that I think is masterful about the company right now, is that they started realizing people think, oh, the SUV is not exotic enough.
Yep.
And I said, the LM002, all the old cars that they don't, like the Jalpa, there's 2 or 3 other cars in there that my brain's going to escape me right now. But those cars were 2+2 models that you never hear about because the Countach shadowed everything.
Yep.
So the thing is I said they made a 4-door. They should have made that the stock, which at the time was 2009. We were having a housing crisis. Nobody I think if they had made that, they would have not seen a problem in sales. There were some companies that did the right thing. I mean, Porsche didn't complain when they had the Panamera.
That's true.
We have one right over here at a car show.
That's beautiful. I thought that was in front of me, like all the way in here.
Exactly.
And it's got a beautiful exhaust.
Oh, look who's behind us.
Get
Come on in. This is the interview we've been waiting for.
Alan Gibberti, you know how to use the mic.
So here's the thing.
I'm eating too.
You ate your own hot dogs. That's a good sign. Okay, so we're here at Lil Rhody Storage, and it's Lilrhody, so it's not a misspelling. We didn't do that wrong. Okay, good. So I'll put the mic up because we're not going to hear you. But,
wouldn't that be nice if people couldn't hear me for a change?
Right. But yeah, so that's the thing is so I did not know this place just that had car access.
We do. We have car access. We have a lot of like cool cars in there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I haven't even gone in yet.
Yeah, most of Mr. McCallum's car right over there.
Okay.
We go and we stare at him when nobody's here. No, it's really It's good. We've got some good cars. Like, car guys come down usually like on the weekends when they take their cars out and kind of hang out.
Right.
So it's like a weekend thing. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing is I've never been here before. I've been dying to come to this because you guys. How many shows have you had this year?
I don't know, 5, 6, 7.
That few?
Yeah.
Man, I keep seeing it, and then
we had a bunch in the summer, and then we had a bunch of projects, so we kind of took a little break.
Yeah.
And then we had the big one here. So
good. Perfect. So that's the thing. Now, do you see mostly old cars or new cars?
Both new and old. We've had. I think we had a milk truck at one point. We had a couple. We had a Model T. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But I think most people who tend to store these tend to be classic car, most of the car guys, kind of.
Right. Perfect.
People who want to hide them from their spouses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing I saw in there was you have these smaller booths that are they like a 10 by 10, or is it like they look like a step-in thing? So kind of like traditional storage too, right?
Yes. Yep. We got regular storage too. We got motorcycle storage too. Individual motorcycle storage. That's downstairs.
This is the stuff. Yeah. This whole time we've been looking for because winter's coming up.
Yes.
And a lot of my exotic car guys start hitting me up and going, okay, because the weirdest thing is especially with storage, and I'm not saying that anybody does it wrong, but there's a lot of these places that'll open and people will go there and they're not kind of happy about how it looks. And one thing I liked about looking inside is it was clean.
Yep.
It was well kept. It looked like there's car guys here that work, basically use this place and they're coming here for a show. So the thing is I think it's friendly enough to, you know what I mean?
It is, and I'm laughing because you said it's clean and nice, and because I've been painted. I did that. So
good.
That was me. That was me doing the floor.
Nice.
Yep. I do private work.
This the whole time. He's doing the pat. Yeah, exactly.
I'm so tired now. But no.
He just painted it yesterday.
I just finished painting the poles yesterday. Actually, yes.
Nice. Well, good job. Because like I said, if you hadn't said it, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is they look for these places, and I want to have places, especially like you have the Rhode Island guys, then you have the Northern Mass guys. Some of them don't want to go this far. Some of them will drive hundreds of miles if the place is right. So having people that we have on our list that we can say, we can send guys to is important.
Probably the biggest thing is because it's. I've never stored a vehicle before. I've had an old bug, I have a new bug, but as far as the the access, you can come and go as you please.
Right.
I know there are other places where you have to make an appointment.
Oh, okay.
Which I never heard. I want to get my car out for the weekend.
Seen that, yeah.
And I was just like, that reminds me of I don't know, going downtown and seeing the circus and getting stuck in a parking lot. Do you know what I mean? And and you can't move. So. To me, that would be a big thing. Apparently, it is. So.
Perfect.
But yeah, you come and go as you want.
Yeah. All right, well, I think they're about ready to do the Star Spangled Banner, which I'm sure we all want to be a part of. So we're going to close up shop here. And if you guys are looking for a storage place, Lil Rhody Storage, that's the place to be. We want to thank those guys for coming out. Thank Rich George. He was doing the stuff over there. Is there anybody else you want to give a shout-out to?
I don't think... Did we talk to Sherry? We can talk to Sherry in a little bit.
Yeah, we already talked to her.
Yeah.
So that's it. So we got her on. And that's it. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to close up shop. Remember, thank you guys. Thanks Super Clean for hitting us up and give us some products to give out. So we will talk to you soon. And as always, guys, don't forget to drive.
Thank you.